Klay Thompson is one of the greatest shooters the league has ever seen, but he hasn't been his old self since suffering a torn ACL and Achilles. We look to bring prime Klay back as we set his peak ages to 40, meaning his attributes and badges will go up every season regardless of his age. Can Klay catch up to Steph in shooting records? Can he win more rings? Here is Klay Thompson on the Mavs roster, 81 overall, 35 years of age. His peak years are at 40, meaning he'll go up every season with a potential that could change based on anything every season. And I'm not gonna lie, if this Mavs roster had a prime Klay, I think they'd be instant championship contenders. As we're gonna start today's save file, 2-2 in the finals. The Thunder win in 6. Player retirements, LeBron retires, override that. Crazy thing is, Klay Thompson already has retired this upcoming offseason, and that's our only override to use, so this is gonna be crazy. And I have done a whole series on the Klay Thompson career revival. Link to that will be in the description or click in the top right corner, but this is a different style that I'm doing it in, and the Jazz win the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. And we're gonna be hopping into big key games for Klay Thompson, so you will see Klay Thompson gameplay in this video right here, man. Be sure you subscribe, turn that bell. If you're new here, leave a thumbs up. I've done this with other players. You can go to my channel to check those out, as no trades being made this draft so far, but the Mavericks are trading their pick. Hold on, I wanted to draft somebody. We traded for Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal. What? And they take Derek Queen. We could have had him. Hawks trade pick 13 for Duncan Robinson and Kyle Anderson. So here's free agency. You got LeBron, Kyrie, Harden, Randall, and Klay is locked up on like a 3-year or 2-year contract, I think. Luckily, we brought Kyrie Irving back. That would be really sad if we didn't, as Miles Turner goes to the Bucks. Okay. And this is what you're going to be paying attention to. Player progression. Klay Thompson goes up 4 overalls at the age of 35, man. I forgot to show you his base attributes, but look at all of his attributes going up right now, and we're only getting started. This is only year 1. It goes up more and more. His AD went down too at age 32. The 2025-2026 NBA season. Here's what the Mavs lineup looks like. Kyrie, Klay, Najee Marshall, AD, and Lively. That's a tough lineup with Gafford and PJ and Christie and Hardy off the bench. I still don't know why we traded our pick for basically Grayson Allen, but hopefully we have a good record at the deadline. We are 35-16 at the trade deadline. That's a pretty good record, but that puts us as a 4 seed. The West is stacked, especially the top 4. Look at the drop off between 4 and 5, bro. That's actually insane. Klay Thompson is the team's second leading scorer. Of course, Anthony Davis, Anthony Street Clothes Davis is injured, bro. He's averaging more than AD, 20.8 points per game, 3.5 rebounds, 3.5 assists with a steal. What's he shooting? 47 from the field, 46 from 3, but Kyrie's shooting actually better than that. 91 from the line. This is actually like the 3rd or 4th most highest average in his career. Were any blockbuster trades made? Raptors traded quickly for Walker Kessler. Celtics traded Sam Hauser for Alonzo Ball. What? That's what Alonzo Ball's worth. The Sixers traded Paul George to the Jazz for Lowry Markkanen. I did a career revival of Paul George. Click in the top right corner to see that. Oh, we also made a trade. We traded Malcolm Brogdon for Kelly Oubre. When did we get Malcolm Brogdon? And why do we keep trading our first? I think LeBron's retiring after this season. Should we play the last matchup between Klay and LeBron? I mean, they do have some history, and Kyrie and LeBron would also be a nice final matchup, as the Mavericks are actually running away with this one. I was gonna try to hop into it, but I only want to hop into close games. Bro, we put up 150 points on them. Klay had 29, 11 of 16 shooting. Kyrie's injured now. AD did his thing. Also AD. Everybody would be this will be a nice LeBron reunion for the whole team. But that's if we don't meet up in the playoffs, which could be likely. Jokic is your 2026 MVP. Cooper Flag Rookie of the Year. Simon 6-man Wemby Defensive Player. He's gonna win that every season. Does Klay somehow make any All-NBA team? LeBron makes All-NBA second team in his final season. Cooper Flag in his rookie season makes All-NBA 3rd team, bro. That's actually insane. We finish as the 2 seed behind the Spurs with Wemby, of course. Kyrie finished the season, averaged 30 points, but Klay, okay, he's the 3rd leading scorer now, right behind AD. We did play more games than AD. 20.2 points per game. From the field could be better, but 44 from 3, can't complain there. Never mind, the Lakers didn't even make the play-in, bro. We have to face the 7-seeded Nuggets in the first round. They got Murray, Brown, MPJ, Jokic, their real-life lineup. I'm not gonna lie, the Mavericks do get some love in the simulation. We take game 1, they take game 2, they take game 3. We take game 4. We got a thriller in the first round, but we're down. Heading into a game 6. Can Klay and company make a comeback? We can't go out in the first round like this. This one might be a close game. Oh my goodness, 4 minutes left, up by 7. And Klay's injured now. He has the plus symbol next to his name. Why is everybody on the Mavericks getting injured? Good steal. PJ, he's injured too. Christie to Klay. Open midi. Klay got it. Klay's jumper is so butter, bro. We gotta win this game to force a game 7. Najee, fadeaway tray ball. In and out. Klay the rebound. Klay has Jokic on him. Klay. Over Jokic. Got it right over Jokic. Klay Thompson. Game 6 Klay, baby. Jokic against AD. Tough fadeaway. Jokic in and out. I got Jokic on me again. Klay. Sizing up Jokic again. Klay. Step back over him again. Oh, imagine as AD gets the board and misses the putback. You know, it's actually crazy. In my previous Klay Revival series, he was still on the Warriors, and I predicted that he would go to the Mavericks. So that's pretty crazy. As AD has Gordon on him. Klay on the cut. Christie, our point guard. Where's Kyrie? Screens for Klay. He's going to pop out. Get open. Pump fake. One dribble. Pull up. Klay. Sidestep. I wanted him to pull up. PJ's on Jokic. Jokic deep in the paint. Got it. I think Kyrie fouled out. That's usually what happens when your stars are not in. Klay outside again. Against Brown. Screens for AD though. AD on the wing. Doesn't want it. AD gets it right back for 3. No. MPJ tough pull up. Got it. Jokic with PJ on him. That's too easy. Why isn't AD on Jokic? It's a screen for Klay. Klay. It's a deep 2. Got it. Game 6 Klay making an appearance. I got stuck on everybody on my way to Brown. It's a 5-point game. As they're doubling Klay in the backcourt. Christie wide open, top of the key. Back to Klay. Back to Christie. Swing it. They're just gonna keep doubling. As Klay open, top of the key. Misses. AD the board. And they're gonna foul. MPJ, tough shot in the corner. Got it, bro. This game could never just be over. Let Klay shoot the free throws. Klay first free throw is butter. Klay Thompson's not going to miss a free throw. Second one in and out. I jinxed it. It's a 5-point game. They got no timeouts. I'm picking up MPJ. Jamal Murray. Nowhere to go. 7 seconds. 5, 4. Great defense. Christie. Jokic to Murray. And we force a game 7.
So the Mavericks take the win.
Klay had 24, 3, and 4 in this one with only 3 threes made, but 31 and 19 from AD as Kyrie fouled out in only 28 minutes of action. Jokic went off Murray and PJ. As Klay playing through injury, here's a game 7. It's in Dallas. Can we come back from down 2-3? As it's fourth quarter time, we're up 16. Looks like we're gonna move on. Like, no late comebacks. Let's go. Klay dropped 30 through injury, bro. You love to see it. And now we're in the second round, facing the 3-seeded Timberwolves in the second round. They got TJ McConnell, Anthony Edwards, Jaden McDaniels, Randall Gobert, Rob Dillingham off the bench. How long is Klay's injury, bro? He has a pinched nerve in the back. I just saw 1-1, 2-1 deficit. 3-1 deficit in the second round, man. It's that injury. We need a healthy Klay in this series as we have a big second quarter. Third quarter time, our backs are against the wall, but we're up 20 and win that one. Another game 6 right here. Is game 6 Klay gonna make another appearance? We're gonna need it more than ever here. Is it gonna be a close one? We're up 12, up 9, up double digits. And we win that one and force another game 7. Oh my goodness, the Mavs love making things dramatic. Is this one going to be a close game? Can we make the conference finals? As we're down 11, 4 minutes left. Edwards through the whole defense. He just split our whole defense, bro. Screen for Klay. And they're going to call an illegal screen. Really, ref? As Klay's going to be guarding Edwards here. Screen for Ant. We're through it. We're moving our feet. And Edwards. That's prime Klay defense right there as Gafford got the block. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. McDaniels, tough shot. Of course, not going to make it. Klay really relocating. The pass from AD. What? I didn't even want to pass that. I was just spamming for the ball, I guess. One too many times. And in and out. Gobert gets the board. No good on the putback. No rebound. Randall for 3. That's going to do it. Edwards elbow against Klay. Spins. Half spin. Nice footwork. But Klay is playing defense. AD. Get the board. Where's the ball? AD picks it up. Where's Klay? Klay, relocate. Klay on the wing for 3 over Edwards. Got it. That's a tough take. We're going to need a whole bunch of 3s here in transition if we're going to want to come back. As Klay draws the foul on the drive. Screen for Klay to the corner. Pump fake. Edwards didn't jump. Klay attacking baseline. Spin. Jumper. Klay Thompson doing it himself. Send me one here, Kyrie. Good screen. Klay over. Gobert. Got it. Hold on. It's a 6-point game. We might be wishing for too much, though. We're going to need a steal. And a lot of luck on our side. And I don't think it's going to happen. We lose in 7 in the second round.
And so the Minnesota Timberwolves win the series.
Klay had 27 in this one. Playing through injury, man. The big 3 always 20 plus. As Edwards 32, Randall 26. As Klay playing through injury, pinched nerve in the back. 19.6 points per game in the playoffs. 4.2 rebounds, 3.1 assists, shooting 40 from 3. But don't worry, Klay is going to progress in the offseason. It's a Spurs-Hawks NBA Finals. The Hawks have won the championship. Trae Young gets a ring, shooting 40% from the field. The 2026 offseason, is Klay going to retire? No, but LeBron does, and we can't override it. It's kind of tough we didn't match up in the playoffs. Westbrook retires, we can override that. Harden's gone. Draymond's gone. Nah. At least Klay is still in the league. He didn't retire. The draft lottery, do we have a pick? I wouldn't be high on it. The Hornets have the first overall pick. And this is the class with AJ, so he's going to go number 1 to the Hornets. And Darren Peterson to the Knicks, who's another generational talent. The Jazz trade the 3rd overall pick for Devin Booker. Devin Booker's on the Jazz. Blazers trading pick 11 for Trey Mann and Bridges. Magic trade pick 14 for Benny Stars. We drafted that dude last episode. Kings trade pick 19 for Paul George, who was on the Jazz. So Paul George and Booker were teammates briefly until Paul George got traded. All right, we're on the clock at pick 28. I'm up. Just take this Hugo dude. The top free agents include Luka, KD, and Trae Young. NBA champion Trae Young with Lillard here as well as Jaren. Luka goes to the Spurs? Come on, man. No shot, bro. Luka and Wemby are teammates. Yeah, the Spurs are going to run the league as KD goes to the Lakers. And Trae Young goes to the Lakers. So Trae Young winning a championship with the Hawks leaves them. Mikal Bridges back to the Suns. Reeves to the Suns. Player progression time as Klay Thompson goes up 5 overall to age 36. He's now an 89 overall. And this is the last year of his contract. And Kyrie and AD are going down. His 3 went up to a 95 now. He has a Hall of Fame shooting badge. Gold defense. Steph Curry farewell tour. We're going to need to have that matchup as we're in the 2026-2027 NBA season. As we have pretty much the same lineup running the back. Nico Harrison not making any moves. He really believes in this squad. 29-20 at the deadline. That puts us as the 6th seed, and this team is getting old, man, so we better compete this season. Here we go, looking at the trades. Naz Reid on the Nets was traded to the Heat for Andrew Wiggins. We traded away PJ Washington for Chris Middleton. Why do we need to go even older? Why? What is Nico Harrison doing? Timberwolves traded Ben Simmons to the Bucks for D'Angelo Russell. That's a trade. And I guess now Middleton is our starting small forward. Our whole starting lineup is 33 years of age or older, except for Lively. Our final matchup against Steph Curry is February 22nd. 2027. Curry at a 94. They added Jabari Smith, Jimmy Butler coming off the bench now, as is Draymond. Draymond's probably retiring too, so this is our last matchup against him. The final matchup between Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, the Splash Brothers, man. Who would have thought we would be this far as we're down big in the Bay Area. Curry guarding Kyrie. Use the screen. Klay, top of the key, pump fake, one dribble pull up. Christie off the screens. One more to Klay. Pump fake. Klay, sidestep, pull up over Moody. Oh, Klay guarding Steph here. Klay Thompson on Curry. Getting through that screen. Klay, we're there. Curry tried to get one over Klay. Not going to happen. As Klay in the corner. Jimmy missed the steal. Klay in and out in the corner. We're back on Curry, though. Hey, look at the defense. Curry can't score on us anymore. Curry, use another screen, buddy. As we're right here. He's isoing us. Curry to the cup this time. Okay, he blew by us. Curry has 47 in the final matchup. Oh my goodness. As Klay pops out. Pump fake. Gary Trent Jr. on it. Najee Marshall pops out. Top of the key. Good shot. Najee got it. Curry went crazy against Klay for the last time. I did a Curry career simulation. That would be in the top right corner if you want to see that. Tough shot for Trent. Got it. Sad we didn't get to see the jersey swap cussing. Klay only had 9 points in this one. 9 assists though. Playmaker Klay, 3 of 12 shooting. Not the best performance. But Curry, you know he wanted his last hurrah against Klay. 47 points. Luka on the Spurs is your 2027 MVP. That's a crazy team. AJ rookie of the year. Darren Peterson, 6-man, same rookie class. Wemby defensive player. Yeah, they're going to rule the league for decades. Derek Queen, most improved. And I just saw Joe Mazzulla is their coach. What, bro? That's insane. All NBA second team right here. Anyone on the Mavericks make a team? No. AD makes all defensive first team. As we finish 49-33, tied with the Golden State Warriors, but we are the 6th seed. Here are the averages for the team. Klay's scoring went down. 18.9 points per game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Not the best shooting splits either. I mean, 40% from 3 is pretty good. Is this his final year of his contract? Does he want to be a #1 option in the future? As we play the 3-seeded Thunder in the first round. SGA, Kaysen Wallace, Jalen Williams. There's a more developed. They got Cam Boozer too, bro. And Anthony Davis is injured for this series. Can we make it past the first round? We take game 1. They take game 2. We take game 3. We take game 4. We have a 3-1 lead. But 3-1 leads are not safe in this game. We do advance. 2-seeded Timberwolves in the second round. Rob Dillingham, Edwards, McDaniels, Leonard Miller, Mark Williams, their starting center with Gobert off the bench. Can we make it to the conference finals? Well, whoever makes it is going to lose to the Spurs as we're up 2-0 on the Timberwolves. 3-0 on the Timberwolves. 3-1, 4-1, and here we are, the Spurs in the conference finals, and they have yet to lose a playoff game. Like, this team is just gonna rule the league for decades. Luka, Stephon Castle, Vassell, John Collins, and Wemby with Dylan Art. Okay, I've seen enough. This is the greatest team assembled. At least we have AD to somewhat guard Wemby as they take game 1, they take game 2. This Spurs team is looking to go undefeated in the playoffs, bro. This is insane. Can we at least win a singular game? Maybe get some gameplay against these guys? Because this team that they have is pretty insane. We're down big 3 minutes. Klay's not even in the game, bro. Okay, I guess they didn't want Klay playing in the closing lineup. What's good with that? Klay had 29 points in this game. Not the most efficient shooting, but why not play him down the stretch? He didn't even foul out. I checked. 0 fouls. As the Spurs are in the NBA Finals, Klay's not going to be happy about that. Dude, what? It's a Spurs-Hawks Finals? Wasn't that the Finals last season? The Hawks lost Trae Young too, and they're back in the Finals. Yo, I thought the Hawks were about to pull off the upset, bro, but it took 7 games. The Spurs are NBA champions. Luka averaging a triple-double is your Finals MVP. 2027 offseason. James Harden retires. Westbrook, Draymond, and no sign of Klay. Klay's still in the league with an expired contract as the Pelicans have the first pick, and he's only going to get better at player progression. Tyrone Stokes goes to the Pelicans. LeBron, dude. Pelican trade pick 17 for Corey Kispert. Spurs trade pick 19 for Robert Williams and Norman Powell. As here we are in free agency, you got Giannis, Jokic. Wait, Curry didn't even retire. Curry always does this, bro. He pump fakes retirement, bro. So that last matchup we had wasn't even Curry's final time, but Klay Thompson, an unrestricted free agent. Where's he gonna end up? Wemby back to the Spurs, Giannis back to the Bucks, Jokic to the Nuggets, Jalen Green, Jimmy Butler. It looks like Klay is still undecided. Klay Thompson only has one contract offer through 2 weeks of free agency. Nobody wants my boy. They're gonna quickly learn though, as player progression is about to be upon us, and Klay Thompson is not a member of the Dallas Mavericks. 2027-2028 NBA season. Where did Klay end up? All right, looking at the transaction report, let's see what happened. Brandon Miller signed a cheap contract to go back to the Hornets. Okay, that's very cheap. Nuggets signed Klay Thompson to a 1-year, $48 million deal. I feel like this is a perfect fit for Klay, playing with Jokic. Where did Curry end up? I feel like Klay and Curry are plotting to team up together. Steph went to the Hawks, bro. What? Yeah, man, they got this roster has Jokic, a 90 overall Klay Thompson. I didn't get to see his progression, but he's a 90 right now. 30-year-old Murray. Okay, this team is pretty old. 32-year-old Aaron Gordon. I mean, we do got some young studs in Koa Pete, or stud. I guess that's our only young stud. I don't know if this team has enough, as the lineup's gonna be Murray, Klay, Koa Pete, Aaron Gordon, and Jokic. So a new era here for Klay. Not the #1 option, of course. Maybe not even a #2 option, but we'll see how this team works out. 34-19 at the deadline, not the worst. That would put us as the 3 seed, as the Spurs aren't even the best. The Thunder are the best in the West. The Pelicans traded Keegan Murray to the Kings for Zach LaVine. So Keegan Murray back on the Kings? And the Trailblazers traded Ayton to the Warriors for Pajemski. Solid trade. The Clippers traded Kawhi for Emmanuel Quickly. So Kawhi's on the Jazz now with Devin Booker, but Kawhi's pretty old right now. And then the Nuggets traded Aaron Gordon for Kawhi Leonard right after that. What? So we have Kawhi and the Nuggets now? Hold on. This changes everything. Now our lineup is Jamal Murray, Klay, Koa Pete, Kawhi, who's an 84 overall, 36 years old, and then Jokic. Kawhi will go down drastically after this season, so we need to win this season. Hey man, he's not the #1 option, but he's leading the team in scoring at 25.5 points per game, 5.6 rebounds, 4.5 assists, a steal and a block per game, still sub 50, but 41% from 3. Also, Murray's doing his thing, as is Jokic, a near triple-double. This is also the most points Klay Thompson has averaged in his whole career. I want to get a good gameplay in, man. Let's make a playoff run. Let's have some intense games. SGA is your 2028 MVP. I'm actually surprised this Thunder team outperformed that Spurs team, as Wemby, another defensive player. Darren Peterson, most improved. Jamal Murray, clutch player of the year. Here's your all-NBA first team. Our teammate Jokic makes it. Does Klay make any of these all-NBA teams with the numbers he's averaging? He should have, man. That's crazy. As we finish 53-29 for the 3 seed. Yeah, that was big separation between the 2 and the 3 seed. Bro, the big 3 averaging nearly over 72 points per game, bro. That's insane. As we're facing the 6-seeded Jazz in the first round. This is a team with Devin Booker. They also have Cooper Flagg. I forgot about that. They got Keontae George off the bench, Kylie Bridges. This team also had Paul George briefly. They got Aaron Gordon. We traded Aaron Gordon here. This is where Kawhi was. Feels like everybody was a part of the Jazz as we simulate game 1 and take it. Game 2, they take it. Game 3, we take it. Game 4, we're up 3-1 and move on to the second round, where unfortunately we have to go against one of the 2 powerhouses in the Spurs. Still got Luka, Castle, Vassell, Noah, Wemby, 99 overall, 87 overall, Harper, Miles Turner off the bench. This team is insane. This team just isn't fair, bro, as they take game 1, we take game 2. We are putting up a fight. They take game 3. We tied up 2 games apiece, but they are up 3-2 in the series now. A must-win game for the Nuggets here, and not the best start, man. And it looks like the Spurs are gonna run it. We haven't had any close games in this, huh? It's always been a blowout. We're eliminated. Jamal Murray had 23. Klay Thompson, 4 points, 2 of 14 shooting, 0 of 7 from 3 in an elimination game. You can't make this up. Klay Thompson just stunk it up when the team needed him the most. It's a Spurs Pistons finals, and the Spurs are gonna obviously a dynasty, bro. We knew that. 2028 offseason. KD retires and Curry actually does retire this season. I didn't want to believe it at first, but yep, no pump fake here. Lillard retires. Kawhi retires. I might override this one. I'm override everybody I could, man. Jimmy, I could override you. I can't override KD or Curry. And Klay does not retire either. Also, Klay was a part of a one-year deal, so he's gonna be a free agent once again as the Blazers have the first pick. Blazers take the Paul dude. He's a LeBron James comparison. Wabbington number 2. Nah, there's another big name in this. Where is he at? The Nets are trading the 5th pick for Miles Turner. Why are you giving the Spurs the 5th overall pick? And this is the dude. They just added Tim Duncan to the squad. You just added a generational talent to an already established dynasty. That's insane. As never mind, Klay Thompson is not a free agent. Player progression though, he goes up 1 overall at age 38. Unfortunately, everybody else is going down, but we do got Koa Pete rising. He went up 4. Clowney went up 2. Kawhi went down 3. 2028-2029 NBA season, Klay is still without a ring, an extra ring. And I guess we're running it back with the same lineup, except Clowney starts in place of Kawhi. 28 and 25 at the deadline. Hopefully we made a move. That puts us as the 8 seed, man, and the West is stacked. Pistons traded De'Aaron Fox to the Suns for Mikal Bridges. We traded Kawhi Leonard for Josh Hart and Wendell Carter. Okay, I guess might as well trade away Kawhi before he retires, I guess. The Magic traded Anthony Black to the Lakers for Trae Young. Warriors trade Jimmy Butler to the Jazz for Aaron Gordon. The Big Three still averaging 70 plus. Klay Thompson still doing his thing, even shooting even better this season than last season. Wemby is your 2029 MVP. Paul Dude rookie year. Elijah Arena 6-man Wemby on defensive. He always wins every season. All NBA first team. You got Jokic still making it. Can Klay make it for once, bro? And no sign of Klay. We finished as the 7th seed, meaning we have to play a play-in game, I think. Why doesn't this? It shows that we have clinched a playoff berth, but that's not true. Klay and Jokic average the most points per game, 24.3 each. We have to face the 8-seeded Rockets in our first play-in game. Traore, Jalen Green, Nate Ament, Amin Thompson, Şengün with Whitmore, Cam Christie off the bench. Pretty sure we only need to win one play-in game in order to make the playoffs, and this is the one. If we do lose this, we do have a second chance, I believe, as again, no close games in this episode so far. We get knocked off. Klay Thompson, 6 points, 2 of 9 shooting. What's good with this dude? As we have to face the 8-seeded Warriors now in the second round of the play. If we lose this, we're out of the playoffs. The Warriors, Gary Trent, Powell, Jabari Smith, Ayton with Walker, Kessler, Aaron Gordon, Moody off the bench. We need to win this one in order to make the playoffs, as man, it's been a rough outing for Denver. But in this one, hold on, we have the lead. 4 minutes left, down by 5. As we finally have an intense game to hop into, and we can see this Jokic Klay Thompson duo as Jokic rolls off that screen, gets a bucket. They're running a ginormous lineup, by the way. As Klay gets the steal, Klay Thompson beating Trent down the court, left-handed layup is good, 1-point game. Ayton outside. Jabari Smith cutting, 3, 2, 1, tough shot, no way, in and out. Klay Thompson's running down the court. Jokic to Klay. You know, Jokic got that dimer, Klay got that sniper. We have the lead. Jokic with the steal. We're playing defense. Klay Thompson down the court with the slam.
Thompson with the bounce. Get up, Klay. There are no easy comebacks.
This is a win or go home scenario, bro. I like how hard we're playing. As Trent tries to drive, good defense, Klay. As Klay attacks the middle, drop off to Jokic. Great basketball being played right now. Ayton outside, I tried jumping the lane. Someone help me out. Good switch. Great defense, great rotations. Klay down the court to the cup again with the slam. We're like on a 13-0 run right now, man. This is insane. They need a timeout.
Calls timeout here. He wants to make
Back screens for Klay. Jokic drop step on Ayton. Good bucket. Ayton inside now tries to attack Jokic. Not going to happen, though. Good defense. Jokic with the board. And Klay's running. Great outlet pass. Klay, another slam.
And they're refusing to take a break.
Back to the post for Ayton. He's not going to score on Jokic. Okay, he does. Jamal Murray attacks. Klay corner. Pump fake. Trent doesn't jump. Attacks baseline, though. Uh-oh. Dangerous pass from Klay, man. You got to be decisive in these situations. Powell. Trent, corner. I jumped. It's a 4-point game. Klay, corner. Pump fake. Nothing there. They're going to start doubling. They're doubling me in the corner. Someone's got to make themselves available. Uh-oh. They're on the break. I got the... And it's a 2-point game. It's a game of runs, man. It's definitely a game of runs. Murray with the ball. 5 seconds on the clock. Throws it away. What are you doing? Oh, no. Let's not blow this. No threes. No, no. We'll live with the overtime game, but no threes. Ayton. Fade away over Jokic. In and out. Klay the rebound. They got a foul. Klay getting MVP chance. First free throw. Got the bounce. One more to secure the victory because they have no timeouts. And he does. Klay Thompson sends the Denver Nuggets to the NBA playoffs. Klay dropped 35 and 6 with 3 steals and a block in this game, including 20 in the fourth quarter. Much needed. And we beat this team had no star power. Should have been easier. And all that earns us a date with the 1-seeded Spurs in the first round. The back-to-back champions, they got the same squad except just progressed. All got better. Let's see how this goes as they take game 1. They take game 2. They're going to take game 3. Maybe we could put up a little bit of a fight, get some more gameplay in. Oh, hold on. What a start here for Denver. And we quickly lose it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe how quick we lost that. And 6-point game, 2 minutes left. And whoa, that dude almost just dunked on everybody, and Wemby got the board anyway. Murray top of the key, quick release over Luka. Good shot, we needed that. Klay Thompson actually has 31 in another elimination game, and he has the task of guarding Luka here. As Luka over 2 defenders got it. Wemby handoff to Luka. Yo, just saying that is crazy. Wemby handoff to Luka. Great defense. Klay. Why isn't Jokic in the game? Wendell spotting up. Doesn't want it. Klay. Hop step inside. Who's that open? They're having great rotations. I do have Luka on me though here baseline. As he just bumps me. Clowney, you got Vassell on you. Should be an easy lay. He missed. Tough shot for Luka, hand in his face. Play down the court. Rough catch, but still pulls up for 3. 4-point game, 40 seconds. Luka in the corner. We're doubling him. As Vassell fires one. Big time rebound right there. We need a bucket here. Murray attacks to Klay. Pump fake, sidestep. Klay for 3. Off the mark. That was a good shot. And we got a foul. As we get swept by the Spurs in the first round. Klay had 34, Jokic had 31, Jamal Murray just only 13, as Wemby had 42 and 12. Just unfortunate that we had to face a dynasty as they lose in the second round. It's a Thunder Celtics NBA Finals. The Thunder win the championship, SGA Finals MVP. 2029 off-season, Lillard retires, Embiid retires. Bro, 3 of our players retired, but they were at the end of the bench. Klay Thompson does not retire. As Klay Thompson is a free agent at age 39, 92 overall, man. Where is he gonna go next? He better get out the West. I'll tell him that much. Unless he joins like the Spurs. It's the last day of free agency and Klay Thompson is still unsigned. Where will he end up as player progression? Klay Thompson is no longer a member of the Denver Nuggets. 2029-2030 NBA season, where did Klay go? Just please tell me he went to a contender, man. Klay needs a ring. Where did he go? He went to the Sacramento Kings? Bro, you gotta get out the West, buddy. Oh no, Klay is the best player on the squad. 92 overall, age 39. They got Collier, Keegan Murray, Sabonis. This team is not good, man. I'm just gonna say it. If they are struggling at the deadline, I am forcing Klay to demand a trade. Buddy, we're 20 and 30 at the trade deadline. Yo, we're not contending, bro. We're the 12 seed. And Klay is still averaging 25 plus per game. Next leading score is 15 points. Yeah, I'm trading Klay. Especially because he's saying this is his last season in the NBA. Let's see what's out there for a 39-year-old, 93 overall Klay Thompson. 12 offers, preferably. I'm gonna send him to an East team, the Celtics. Ladies and gentlemen, Klay Thompson has been traded, but let's look at the other trades. Brandon Pajemski was traded to the Grizzlies for Desmond Bane, who just got traded in real life to the Magic, which is crazy. The Spurs trade their Tim Duncan prospect for Tyrese Proctor, as the Kings trade Klay Thompson to the Nets for Nicholas Claxton. Klay Thompson is a part of the Brooklyn Nets, and look how deep this team is. They got all 85 plus overalls in the rotation, bro. All 80s on the roster. The lineup is Jeremiah Fears, Klay, Anthony Thompson, Mika, got Turner, and a deep bench. And they're currently the 2 seed in the East with 35 wins. Let's see how they end up end of the season. Cam Boozer of the Thunder is your 2030 MVP. Mercer, Rookie of the Year, Dash Daniels, 6-man. Amen Thompson is your defensive player. What happened to Wemby? Here's your All-NBA first team. You still got Luka and Wemby on the All-NBA first team, man. As we're still the 2 seed in the East, but I like that. We avoid all these super... Actually, it's not as stacked as it used to be. Klay was the leading scorer at 22.7. His scoring went down because look at all these other scorers the team has, bro. This is insane. And Klay shot efficiently. Facing the 7-seeded Heat in the first round. Giddey, Richardson, Yabusele, Bam, and Kel Ware with Case and Wallace off the bench. Klay is 40, by the way. As we simulate game 1, we take it. Game 2, they take it. This is Klay's last hurrah, bro. 2-2. We can't go out in the first round like that. Come on, man. We make it to the second round. Facing the 6-seeded Bulls. Devin Carter, Kobe White, Desmond Bane, Buzelis, Ivicic with Sobers, Naz Reid off the bench. Let's see how this one goes. Klay Thompson, is he gonna make his first conference finals in this episode, man? He really didn't make one, did he? As we're up 3-1. 4-1 win. Facing the next best team in the East, the Hornets. LaMelo, Elijah, Gigi. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're beating this team, bro. But if anyone could beat them, it's us. We're a pretty deep team. 1-1, 2-1 lead, 2-2. Please, we're down 3-2. No, it can't end like this. Come on, Klay. You gotta make at least one NBA Finals in this video. Klay Thompson and the Nets making one last push. We're up double digits. We got this one in the bag and forced a game 7. Klay had 11 in this, and 1 of 7 from 3. Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and the Hornets have a strong start, but the Nets are deep enough to make a run, right? Oh my goodness, it's not looking great. Down 9, 4 minutes left. Of course, Klay only has 7 points, bro. LaMelo attacks. Elijah Arenas. That dude is quick, I'll tell you that much. As AJ to the cup. I'm not gonna lie, bro. In future videos, I might have to nerf these dudes. These dudes look insane, bro. He just dunked on 3 people. I think the draft classes are a little too unrealistic. As Gibson, quick release, no. Good steal, Klay. He rips it. There you go, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas, a shooter, bro. LaMelo corner, and AJ pops out. Misses, thank you. Who's going to be open here? I see Gibson. Gibson back to Klay on the wing for 3. No. And why'd you drop? This one's over. Klay, one dribble. Pull up. Got it. Oh, in and out. Get that board. And I'm relocating down the court. Klay. Pull up in transition. It's a 2 either way. Thompson to Thompson. Pump fake. One dribble. Pull up. Klay. Good move. Good shot. Oh, good steal. Fears with the steal to Klay on the wing. Got it again. Klay Thompson makes it a 6-point game. As Fears pulls up, got it to go. 5-point game. Can't get it across half court. Get the steal. How do we not steal that? And he just passes it into an easy bucket like that. Fears to Klay. Pump fake. Got him jumping. Klay. Hop step inside with the left. Hey. Good screen here for Klay. Step back on the wing. No good. And the Nets can't get it done in game 7. Klay's going to retire without an extra ring. Klay only had 18 in this game, but he had 11 in the 4th, and that might have been the last we've seen of Klay Thompson. I mean, all that, and you face the Spurs in the finals, and the Spurs win once again. Does Klay Thompson call it a career? Yes, he does at age 40. 17 years in the league. I'm actually curious, how many shooting records did he break? As Klay Thompson does make the Hall of Fame. 1,200 games played, 20 career point per game scorer, 7-time All-Star, 4-time champion. But no All-NBA teams, All-NBA third team twice for him. And Klay gets his jersey retired with only the Warriors. All right, so in the 5 or so seasons we simulated, yeah, we pretty much witnessed a Spurs dynasty. They made the finals every season except for one. I mean, just signing Luka Doncic was a cheat code. I don't know how the Hawks wanted that one year. And then they made it back to the finals, almost beating the Spurs team, losing Trae Young. Did Klay break Curry's three-point record? LeBron's still the all-time leading scorer. Where does Klay Thompson finish? I mean, he did put up 25 points per game in those final seasons. He finishes as the 33rd all-time leading scorer, 25,000 points. He's between Patrick Ewing and behind Devin Booker. Not a bad accomplishment, as he's second in three-pointers made. Oh, he wasn't even close, man. Yeah, 900 behind. Still needed a little bit more from Klay, but he played until 40. As Lillard's up here, check out my career revival video on Lillard, man. And he's 15th all-time in career three-point percentage, just behind Curry. 6th all-time in free throw percentage, as Curry holds the record. And his 1,200 games played is 44th most all-time. Yeah, he's similar games played as Curry, but he's way behind. So yeah, man, that's gonna do it for this Klay Thompson career revival. It would mean a lot to me if you guys left a thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the bell if you're new here. These videos do take a while to make, but hopefully you guys have been enjoying them. Be sure you comment down ideas in the comment section down below. Join my channel memberships for early access to future videos and a badge next to your name. And I hope to see you in the next video, but you should click here for now.